London Junior Mustangs versus the visiting Brantford Bisons matchup here, Week 6 OSFL Summer Ball of this 2026 season. Your London Junior Mustangs coming into this matchup right now 5-1, 4-1, looking to increase that record to a 5-1 record. And we got Coach Ron Ferrota joining us here shortly as well, too. So hang tight. Captains were just called, and we'll be underway shortly. Oh, Canada, indeed. And we are ready for some action here. And now that I've got my facts straight, yes, London, in fact, is 4-1 coming into this game. The visiting Brantford Bisons coming in here with an 0-5 record, looking obviously to better that, 32 and 177 against. London Junior Mustangs 4-1 with 88-4 and 48 against. Looking to see, tail of last week's game. Usually Liam Sweeney coming out at the helm for London, but Johnny Berthume stepping up at the helm early in the game last week. So we'll get this kickoff underway and see where things land here with the London Junior Mustangs here this week. If you didn't catch that stream last week, we were in Essex, worked with the Essex crew and put a stream on for that. It's a great game to watch as well. Pretty physical one, as it normally is between London and Windsor. And definitely go check that out here on London Football TV. If you're not a member or a subscriber already, please consider subscribing. That is completely free. If you'd like to actually help support the channel, in a different way, you can become a member. There's different levels there, and all of that, certainly after the YouTube processing fee, goes to just buying cooler stuff to put these streams on. So looks like London's about to kick off here. Julian Garces, one of the toughest kickers in the league, has recovered a couple of punts over the last few weeks, got one finally in Essex that went his way, is about ready to bury this one deep, as Brantford has two guys deep here to return this ball, and we are underway. Deep kick here from Julian Garces to the bottom side of your screen. This one's going to be fielded around the 10 by number 4. 4 looking to run the 200, but is shut down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Junior Mustangs. And number 4 on the return is going to be Andrew Fiquette. And Brantford will go to work deep in their end. Well, whistled in here now in the first quarter. London having a strong season so far, usually scoring, quickly in some of the games where they put up some bigger numbers, but certainly doing very well in the season with only 88 points for on the season. So Brantford trying to figure out their look here real quick as they go in a 22 king look, 2 men in motion as we hand this one off to the running back who is shut down in the backfield for a short loss or no gain. And joining us back on the call here shortly will be my good friend Ron after he catches his 77-step breath. And which, full respect, I've been here since 7. I've ran that thing a few times too. So different, obviously, Ron, I think you're just joining us here. A little bit of miscommunication on the offense side of things early, but it looks like they've got her sorted now. So staying in this 22 King look for Brantford. And QB looking to air this one out, looking to hit number 1, goes incomplete. Great coverage by Tayshawn Peach, and that'll bring out the punt team here.
He had a step
Brantford.
on him.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like number 9 quarterback here for Brantford, Brady Dowling. Again, if you're unfamiliar with this OSFL West group, if you're just joining us here on the stream, Brantford moving up this year from AA last year to a AAA setup here in the OSFL, and that should be the London roster for you there, Ron.
Okay.
And I think there should be a second copy with green on it that is the Brantford.
Nope.
Or not?
Maybe. I don't know. Nope, I got London.
No dice. Okay. Well, I got Brantford. So Brantford going to give up 2 here early as they were kind of pinned here, Ron. And London will go back to work here at their end, and we'll see who's at the helm. I was just saying before you joined us, showing up in Windsor last week and seeing Johnny Football starting as the quarterback.
We have number 6 starting under center again tonight.
We absolutely do. So Johnny Berthium getting his second start here of the season. No disrespect to Liam Sweeney. He's been playing great, but Johnny showed up in Windsor and played himself a heck of a game for the first half. As we send a couple of guys in motion here, Berthium's going to hand this one off to Wyatt Cross, who finds a nice hole after a little bit of stutter stepping up the middle here. Ronnie's got the first down, and he might be gone if he gets past this one. No, finally gets brought down around the 38-yard line.
That's a great tackle by number 4 coming across from the safety position. Cross is like this is Wyatt Cross in a nutshell. He is speed, and he's not the biggest guy, but if he can get the edge on you, watch out. And the safety came over, I believe it was. No, it was the 2 on the boundary side.
Yep, some tough angles from the Brantford defense there as London going back to work here. 3-by-1 Queen. Little pressure showing right now, and yep, here it comes as we give it back to Cross, who's shut down in the backfield by number 5, I believe.
I think, yeah,
we get 5 or 8.
It's hard to pick up the numbers
6.
right now.
Yeah, here we go.
6.
We know where 5, 6s, and 8s really well around here. That's George De Silva of the Brantford Bisons, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
So yeah, it's Brantford's going to sell out to stop the run, as they should. The problem is when you sell out to stop the run, you've got one-on-one coverage, and the field, as we talked about, it's slick, and one guy misses, and all of a sudden you're off to the races.
Well, Johnny's going to hand this one back to Cross, and Cross should cross the line to get first down Stangs.
Yeah, the side judge did mark it at exactly the yards to gain, so Wyatt Cross, after losing 3, got 13 on the next carry, and Mustangs are driving inside the 30 at the 28.
Yeah, and Cross obviously staying in for the series here. It's one of these just, hey, we got shut down. Let's give it back to him. He didn't have to burn a whole lot of energy there, Ron. So let him eat. 2-by-2 King with Lucas Wong there in the H position. I'm expecting, big things out of him per usual as we make a nice connection here to Ethan Christensen, number 14. Nice little pickup. Should bring up about a second. Oh, no, they're going to give it to him on a first down here.
Exactly,
So a different spot, yeah.
Exactly the yards to gain again. We talked about that ad nauseum at the first game. It's so hard for a defender, even on the boundary. If you're just hitting that speed out where you're taking one step to the sideline and the ball is delivered on time, it's impossible to defend. And that's exactly what happened, and Mustangs have got themselves a good little drive going to start this game.
Yep, Cross still in the backfield here as we get them to jump. Free play. Johnny Football puts this one in the air. His man in number 11 looking for the one-hander. Not going to happen for Gage Lincoln.
Gage Lincoln, the intended receiver. I like the shot downfield. You've got the free play. Take a shot. Take the chance. Try to go for the end zone there. Offside is called against Brantford, so it'll be a 1st and 5 for the Mustangs. Good job there. Berthume at quarterback.
Yeah, interesting 2 weeks in a row getting the start here, Ron. But both very strong quarterbacks, in the starting. And then there's Kingston Spilo in the number 3 spot for quarterback, who will come up next year too and keep growing with the program. So CJ Reed and Lane Variotes to the top side of your screen. And we've got Christensen and Gage Lincoln on the bottom side of your screen. And let's connect with Gage Lincoln for another first down. And it will be 1st and goal from the 4.
We can get the replay just one more time here. And I want you to pause it after a second here. Pause it here. Watch that low block here by Wyatt Cross. Just going low and submarining the guy. Finish the replay and then just start it one more time. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about here. Watch Cross coming through here, picking up the block. He's not going to look at. He's not the guy to take the guy head on. He's got to be the guy to get down and make a play there.
Well, Johnny B going to hand this one off to Wyatt Cross. Wyatt Cross got a great block from Lucas Wong, but only picks up a couple on this one.
Yeah, big number 57 there coming across and making the play there. That's a really good job. I don't know if that's a linebacker or the defensive lineman.
So 57 is Kieran Luscombe, listed as a linebacker here, Ron.
Okay. And, that's a big linebacker.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, and Wyatt Cross isn't the biggest guy either, so it makes a lot of guys look really, really big on him. But, here we go. 2nd and goal.
From the 3-yard line?
I think it's
the
2, yeah.
Yeah.
So, big jumbo package. We're just going to bring in Sawyer Emmett, who's going to just follow his blockers. He's in. Touchdown, Junior Mustangs.
So Sawyer Emmett with the first touchdown of the game as they brought the heavy package in. This is what you want if you're the Mustangs. To start this game, you want a defense to stop. You want a big play on special teams. They got it. Defense go 2 and out. Got it. Force them to give up the safety. Flip the field, put a drive together, and come away with points. This is exactly how Coach Wilson set it up in his head that he wanted to do.
Well, we talked about in the U16 game with a stable of 7 running backs.
Yeah.
Here at the U18 level, you've got 2 unreal starting quarterbacks. You got Spilo in the mix, and then you got Sawyer Emmett, the dog from Chatham. You can just bring in at any time, especially in these short yardage situations.
Well, we talked about Wyatt Cross being a great back. There's another back in London here that's pretty darn good, and that's Josh Sigerson.
Correct.
And Siggy, I think he's going to get his touches again tonight. And maybe we might see a little strum later on, perhaps.
Very true.
Will
Siggy be playing guitar, or is that what you're
cross
alluding
that
to
bridge
here?
as we need to. That's exactly what I'm alluding to.
For all of you David Bowie fans, or Bowie, depending on how you want to pronounce it, Ron is a big fan. So,
I'm not a big fan. I just love that song.
Hey, I mean, he's a big fan of the reference, I guess, in this case, Ron. So, well, here we go.
My favorite Bowie song, for the record, was Heroes.
No, but the German lyric version or the English version?
The English version.
Okay, fair. Here we go. Garces looking to bury this one deep. Launches this one deep to the bottom side of your screen. Looks like, I believe, number 4 on the return. Yes, it is. Yep. So 2 returns for number 4 there. That's going to be Andrew Fiquette. We saw him earlier playing a little bit of cornerback as well, Ron. And Brantford will go to work here from about the 19-yard line.
Andrew Fiquette's one of those kids that played at Woodstock last year for the AA team. When he found out Brantford was moving up to AAA, he wanted to make that step up. And he's a fantastic ball player, really, really good player. Shout out to another one. There's a big offensive lineman on here, Vander Kooi for Brantford, who is a commit to the University of Guelph. All these players played AA last year. Some of them played for Woodstock. Some of them played for other teams. Some of them played for Brantford, but they're all playing AAA. It's a learning year for these guys.
Oh, yeah, Vanderkoy would be big number 63 if you're watching the O-line, as we see pressure coming from the London Junior Mustangs defense. So a loss of about 3 yards here, so 2nd and 13 for the Brantford Bison.
And again, like we talked about it with Oakville, seeing, hey, they've made such great strides over the last couple of years going from that AA program up to AAA. Kind of take your lumps at AAA the first couple of years until you get used to the speed of things and you can get the right players in there in the system. It's good. Brantford is a great organization, and they're going to do well. It's just going to take them some time.
Yeah, as we see quarterback taking a drop back, almost picked off by Liam Haggerty, and Brady Dowling, quarterback here for for Brantford. Not a whole lot of time to throw that ball around.
No, when you can rush 3 and get home and drop 8 into coverage or 9 into coverage of that particular case, man, that's a long afternoon, evening for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And, the defense here from the London Junior Mustangs under the tutelage of many coaches, and with Gary Haldenby at the helm, is a well-prepared unit here. So punter number 8, Nick Simmons, coming out here, Ron. Interesting to see if he just gives up another 2 or if he lets this one go. Nope, we're going to just jaunt into the end zone, take a knee, and at 5:46 left in the first quarter, we have an 11-0 lead for the London Junior Mustangs.
So why do you do that, Adam? You're giving up 2 points, and geez, what are we doing there? We don't want to give away points. The reasoning behind this is if you punt the ball from where you are, it's going to be a return. London's going to be scrimmaging at about anywhere between the 45 and the 35-yard line with a decent return.
Mm-hmm.
By giving up the 2 points, you're keeping it to that 2-score game, which it's at, and you flip the field. So you're buying yards for 2 points. Right now, the 2 points don't really amount to anything. You start giving up a lot of those 2 points, and they start adding up.
Well, London back here in a 2x2. Berthum's got C.J. Reed in the flats here, Ron, and should be a nice 7 to 6 yard pickup. Second down.
Just a nice little out route, throws it to the wide side of the field, gives them some room to run under it. You always want to, especially to that wide side, you want to put a little bit of air in there and throw it away from the receiver, let him run under it, and then turn upfield and go. So good ball placement for Johnny Football, as our colleague Everett Hamner, the Hammer, would say.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of the Woodstock Wolverines we were talking about earlier, there's a bunch of them here. Coach Sammy Springa, I just saw it down
Coach
by
Wyatt's
the concessions.
down there, I saw him as well.
2x2 King. And we're going to give this to Cross. Cross looking for the edge in the bottom side of your screen. He's got it. Big pancake we can get back to as well. Cross goes out of bounds here at about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and again, just the speed kills. Speed absolutely kills, and Wyatt Cross has got a ton of speed. And again, what you're trying to do is get things ready. Let's kind of start talking a little bit about the implications of tonight's game. A win for London would put them at 5-1.
Correct.
Going into a potential first-round matchup next week against Niagara. Niagara was playing Hamilton in Niagara as we speak. So, they're not going to be able to post that score, but, Niagara pulled off the big upset in Cambridge last week for their last road game. That game will be in,
Johnny looking for Lane Variotes there, through his fingers.
That's a really good throw. You got to catch this as a receiver here. You just got to squeeze that.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here to get the facts straight, Ron, because I was trying to do the opening for the show and kept saying they were already 5-1. They're looking to go 5-1.
Yeah, they're looking to go 5-1. So even if Hamilton were to win, okay, Niagara would be 5-1, playing London at 5-1. Why is it that important? Because if London goes into Niagara next week and wins, they're going to be the 1 seed.
Correct.
If Niagara were to go in and beat them, and if Niagara were to beat London, London slides all the way down to 4.
Interesting. But we beat Cambridge. I think.
Cambridge beat London.
Or no, I'm sorry. We beat Hamilton.
But if Hamilton wins today, and London,
I got you.
And
yeah.
Niagara loses.
Right.
Niagara beats London. So they're both going to be 6-1. Hamilton would be the 1. Niagara would be the 2. Cambridge would be the 3.
Interesting.
London would be the 4. London potentially could be the 1, depending on how else. So you're looking at a potential matchup of London-Hamilton in Hamilton.
Yep.
Depending on what happens tonight, you could have Niagara in London, or Niagara.
Free play.
Or you could have Cambridge in London as the matchups.
I love it. This is
the format. The 4 seeds are in, so it's London, Cambridge, Niagara, and Hamilton.
Yeah,
they're all in. Any one of them could finish 1. Any one of them could finish 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So it's totally up in the air in the last couple of weeks.
That's pretty wild. It's as if our good friend Coach Schneider, who just had himself quite the game prior to this one, always likes to say this is a Coach Ron Rain Man moment, where, where when there's like 19 different flags on the play, you could just
I'm gonna get my Venn diagram out here, and I'm gonna draw it all up for you guys later on.
I like it. Well, Christensen and Lincoln to the top side of your screen. C.J. Reed and Lane Variotes to the bottom side of your screen. Lucas Wong and Wyatt Cross in the backfield. And we'll give this to Cross. Cross going to follow his blockers up the middle, and he is gone. Touchdown, Junior Mustangs.
Yeah, let's shout out the offensive line, 65 and 66. Look at the absolute monstrous hole that these guys open up. And Wyatt Cross just gets skinny. He is completely untouched.
Yep.
Nobody laid a finger on him.
When Wyatt Cross is skinny in general, so for him to get even more skinny, no, I got you,
dude. Like this is literally the parting of the Red Sea on that particular play.
Yeah, and the O-line, no secret, has been a struggle for this U18 London Junior Mustangs team this year. So nice to see them putting the work in. PAT is good. So Ron, have ourselves an 18-0 game at the moment, sir.
So now this is where you start going, okay, I don't think I can give up too many more twos.
Mm-hmm.
Because now we're at the 2 point. You can still afford to give up one, but anything after that is now you change it from a 2 to a 3 score game.
Yeah.
As it stands right now, we're at a 3 score game still, being 18. But, 18 and 21 are drastically different.
Yeah. I really enjoy when you watch the sideline. Maybe we can get it out one of the next touchdowns later in the game. Watch Luke Wilson get more hype than most of the kids on the sideline when the kids are coming off the field, which is pretty exciting to watch.
He does a great job in the CFL broadcast. Shout out to Luke Wilson.
Absolutely. Getting a lot of love on X or Twitter, or whatever you want to call it these days, too, from a lot of the CFL faithful. So Garces buries this one again. Different returner to the bottom side of our screen in number 12. So that's going to be Jahukal Wright, who keeps his feet moving. Nice return to about the 25 here, Ron. Brantford goes back to work.
Yeah, good return there. Catches the ball in the air.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it. Ball hits the ground. It's 15 yards. Look, straight ahead, doesn't do anything fancy. Gets a good return of about 15, 20 yards. That is exactly what you're looking for on the return there.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to I'm sure you caught it too. The body language from Brantford, they just jogged on the field. Everybody's got their, they're ready to rock and roll here. So these guys, it's no secret to them that they're 0-5 right now, and that they came in here to play the defending, two-time champion. Yeah. But they're putting the work in. Full respect. 3-2. A couple guys in motion. We're going to hit the man on the hitch here, Ron, and I believe number 18. But no gain or inches.
Look I want to show you something here, and I'm not going to call it the number, but I want you to watch the wide receiver block here from the Brantford Bison.
Is this the replay?
Right here. So see how he doesn't finish the block?
Right.
The guy comes down there. Okay, finish your blocks, kids. Finish your blocks. You got to square up on them. You can't take it on the angle. You got to close what I'd say. You got to close that gate. If he's going to make a run, make him run all the way around.
Caleb Chapman doing a great job dipping and ripping to get around that. Oh, and that's almost picked off by Liam Haggerty. That's 2 in this game now that he's going to be wanting back, Ron.
Yeah, and the quarterback's hearing go steps.
Yeah.
The offensive line held up pretty good on that particular case, but he caught that ball and got rid of it before anyone was near him. And again, you're only rushing 3 and you're pretty much getting home. That's a long afternoon. Do they give up the 2 here? I think you punt it at this point. You're not sitting inside you're not sitting inside your 5-yard line. Kick point on this should be about the 13 or 14 yard line.
Yeah.
So it should be out to beyond midfield at least.
Well, Van Hooijdonk back to return this. We're going to go to the other returner with, I think, is Carter on the top side, number 12. Yeah. Who's got the edge.
Wow. Maybe you should have taken the deuce.
Yeah, big. So Carter's going to bring that one back down to about the 16-yard line, and here comes the offense.
If you're the outside man and you've got contain, you better have contain on that. And unfortunately, the Brantford player didn't quite have the edge set, and he just ran outside of that and wasn't able to close it down quick. And boy, the Mustangs are really showing their speed tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And It's interesting. They're selling some of the throwback jerseys here, so I
Yep.
keep seeing a whole bunch of people walking around with the old horse logo on their jerseys here, Ron. It's pretty cool.
I
So,
actually got an old school purple one a couple years ago when they first started selling them.
oh yeah. Well, crossing the backfield, Wong setting up here at the king position here, Ron. So interesting to see if and when they're going to get Lucas Wong involved in the passing game, as Johnny Football hits his man Christensen at around the 10-yard line, so it should be about a 6-yard pickup.
Yeah, 6-yard pickup, and again, just a stop route. You're running that switch on there, so you've got Gage Lincoln coming and running a slant. It's almost like that scissor switch pattern. There you see the switch there, and then it just sits down. It's almost like a mini smash concept. But you're doing the switch out there, and again, you're just trying to hit the flats, make the easy completion, make the inside guy track over, and try to get a bump.
Same crew on the field as Johnny rolls out to his right side, looking for C.J. Reed, just a little too high.
Yeah.
And that'll bring up a 3rd down and potentially the field goal unit. Yep.
Yeah, field goal team's coming out here at the 10-yard line. You know, I would have liked to have seen him square his shoulders. This is my criticism of Johnny. You know, when he's rolling out to his right, he's not getting his shoulder and his hip all the way over. He's dragging it, and what's happening is the ball tends to float high then. When you're rolling from one side to another, you want to throw it to where the receiver is right at this exact moment. The reason for that is your momentum when you're throwing and you're rolling out to your right. If you throw it to where it is, that ball is going to float with you. He's not getting his shoulder square, and he's leading him a little bit, and that's where you get the incompletes. Field goal is good, and we have a 21-0 lead here for the Junior Mustangs with 15 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's again another little drive here. I think I'm kind of I half thought maybe they were just going to run another play on that 3rd down, but I guess we're collecting points right now, as our good friend Snides would say. Yeah. So get the easy ones and just keep collecting. It's a 3-point game now.
Yeah, it's
a 3-score game. Sorry.
Now you start getting into the point in the game where you can't really give up any more of those safeties or anything else. You have to start counting, not yet, but you have to pretty soon start counting possessions, especially when you're coming out of the half. If you're down 3 scores at half, you have to count, okay, we need to basically double the input from what they have to say.
Timeout London.
Timeout London, as there was a late substitution coming on. Want to make sure that you got all your guys in there. Pretty impressive first quarter here for the Junior Mustangs, running the ball, playing some solid defense, and special teams. Again, that was a formula in the first 2 games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm actually reflecting on the rest of the day here for the other 2 streams. Really glad that we ended up doing the U14 stream, because there was a heck of a lot of people watching it.
Yeah.
That couldn't make it from Oakville, and that ended up being a fantastic football game today.
I think those 2 teams might see each other again, and I'm saying it again. If I'm London, I don't want anything to do with those guys again. That is a good football team.
Yeah. So could be a couple of previews today of some championship matchups or late playoff matchups here, Ron.
Well, we saw that in the previous game. You had number 1 in the West, number 2 in the West, playing each other. That's why I said the U16s. All roads come through London for the U16s and the U14s. U18s are trying to hold serve in there. Nice
Dowling absolutely launches this one, but here's Tayshawn Peach to flip the script here, and here comes the LJM offense back on the field here, Ron.
That'll be the end of the first quarter, and it's just total domination by the Junior Mustangs. And Tayshawn Peach high pointing that ball, going up, not allowing it. Hey, the quarterback made the right read.
Mm-hmm.
You got a really good playmaker back there at center field there. You're just putting another thing out in tape there for everybody else to think about, going, oh, yeah, they can play a little bit of defense. We know the linebackers can fly to the ball. Haggerty, Sawyer, Emmett. And your defensive backs can absolutely fly. And it's just, it's one of those things is like, man, the more these guys play, the more they put on film, the more of a problem they're going to present for everybody else.
Yeah. Tayshawn Peach, a Okanagan Sun commit right now, too.
Yep.
Is going to be traveling west pretty soon.
Yep.
Be interesting to follow his career as he heads out to the west and plays in that conference. Guaranteed we'll be back doing some CJFO. It is a guarantee. We'll be back doing some CJFL real soon, Ron. And it looks like something getting called against London here. I missed the call from the White Hat ref, but
Yeah, I did not see a call either, so.
But well, and then speaking of commits to other teams too, on the U14 broadcast, Nathan Cantor getting involved on the second half of that game, joining Coach Sherville on that. It's funny he got here because of the delay. He was supposed to be helping us film the 16s. It's like go down there and get on the call with Shervs, and I didn't think he would, and he absolutely stepped up. And I was listening, and he did a really good job. So. Nice to see some of these kids we've seen playing since they were 7 years old, moving on to the next level.
One of the Cantors doing good work for us.
Listen, the other Cantor does great work for us. It's their father you need to be worried about. Here we go.
I like the father.
Two by two King as we send 2 men in motion to give this one to Josh Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson looking for the edge. He's going to pick up probably about 3 yards on the carry there.
Gain of 3. And there's the difference. Wyatt Cross turns that corner. Not quite as big, but again, Sigurdsson is just... He's a stouter back. He doesn't quite have the same speed, but is a really good in-between the tackles runner. I'd like to see him stay on the track a little bit more. I know it was an outside zone kind of play there. He's more of that hit it off tackle and make one cut type of guys.
Yeah. Well, same band. Oh, no, we got 81 in the mix for London now as well, too. So Jackson Teal entering the lineup at wide receiver, bottom side of your screen, the third man. And we're going to send a bunch of them in motion. And Berthium sends it across the middle, finds number 12, who gets off the first man, spins off another one, and keeps his feet moving. And that'll be Noah Carter. Ooh-wee.
Noah Carter. Watch the route he does here, okay? He does a good job. He sticks his foot in the ground. He comes all the way across. It's almost like a long drag pattern. But then you see all the defenders over there, has the awareness to stick his foot in the ground and backtrack. I don't recommend you do that because you're usually running into somebody. But when you're the outside receiver and then you can do that, you understand that there's only like 1 or 2 defenders over there. So kids don't run all the way across the field, long story short.
Well, he's pretty shifty. Pulling it off. Berthium puts it in the air again, finds his man at number 15. Nice connection, keeps his feet moving, and a flag flies, I believe, on the top side of the screen here, Ron. So
yeah, there's a flag flying at the 30-yard line. I'm not really sure what it was, unless it's a pick here.
Van Hooijdonk.
I think they're going to get London for PI. I think 81 made contact with the defender.
Can we see the replay one more time? 81's coming.
Watch him right there. I think that's the pick.
Oh, okay.
It's a pick pattern, so I think 81's going to get a PI on this. Pass interference, London.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
Well done, Ron.
Thank you, Cantor.
Peanut Gallery sending some love your way. Speaking of sending some love our way, if you're in the chat, now mind you, 50% of our watchers are on TVs nowadays, Ron. Yep. About 40% are on phones. The rest are on other devices. But if you're on your phone right now or if you're watching on TV, jump in the chat right now. We'd love to know where you're watching from. I check the analytics every week. We consistently have people watching the streams from Japan and from the Netherlands and USA, Canada, and Mexico.
Let's talk about the Netherlands today. 5-1, baby.
Pretty crazy.
5-1 over the Swedes.
I
was very happy.
2 by 2 we sent a couple guys in motion. Johnny handing it off to Sigurdsson. Sigurd finds a big hole up the middle. Beautiful run. Gets it back to just past the original line of scrimmage here, Ron.
Yeah, gain of about 11 on that. And again, this is what he does. Get him in the tackles. Let him make a couple moves here and there. But just a really good, solid run by Josh Sigurdsson. And unfortunately, we got an injured Brantford player down there.
Speaking of soccer, my favorite meme I saw today was if Canada or the USA beat you in soccer, you have to call it soccer until you beat them again. So,
that's a long 4 years for some of these teams. I like that.
Yeah, but certainly some great football being played all over the place right now. But
I absolutely love, like, Scotland's not one of the perennial powers of football or soccer, depending on wherever we want to call it. But man, they drank Boston dry.
Oh yeah,
they shut down that city 3 days in a row.
Yeah,
consumed all the
the
alcohol.
footage of the very happy bar owners in Boston right now. Yeah, it's a good time to be a barkeep or a bar owner in
Well,
in Boston.
at least it is for about 3 or 4 more days until Scotland's knocked out of the World Cup and they're sent back home. And again, I keep seeing the memes about, oh, you got to leave these guys here, and then there's a Scottish woman that comes on and says, no, they have to come home and do these shenanigans here. Like, trust me, they're wanted here as well.
Yeah, as producer Stephanie just pointing out, I don't know if it'll show up on the camera, but man, is the fog rolling in from the gully right now. And this game could get pretty interesting once this field starts getting.
And I was watching it over on the far side. And
look at the scoreboard on the camera. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, try and read that.
There's a little bit of moisture in the air tonight, kids.
Yeah. Well, considering we had like a four-city monsoon, look at the distance.
Oh, there's a great. Which one of the cameramen is that? Is that Cantor? That's Cantor. Good job, Cantor.
I'm telling
you.
There
you go. See, so much more talent than his brother.
There you go. Well, that's the best part is, hey, as the more supporters and members we get on this YouTube channel, we buy cooler stuff. And we've got the wireless headphones for the camera operators so they can hear us jabber for 2.5 hours, Ron. And makes it a lot easier if you're the B-roll guy to, zoom in on coaches losing their mind that we're drawing attention to.
As opposed to commentators losing their mind like I did a couple weeks ago.
There you go. Hey, but you know what, Ron? Everybody needs to freak out every once in a while. So
yeah,
you got your 2026 pass. As London's going to go back to work here.
There will be other moments. I assure you of that. This year is still young.
We need to get you fed and put to bed, kid. Here we go, 2x2. It looks like Wong still lined up in the 8th position here as two men go in motion. Berthium rolling out to his right side. Has Wong underneath, but instead was looking for 81.
There again. See how watch him coming through. His shoulder's behind when he throws this ball, okay? See how his shoulder's behind? You got to get your hip and your shoulder squared all the way across, or you're not going to be able to deliver the ball. It's always going to be high and wide. You got to flip your hip, get your shoulder square, throw it to where the target is, and let them run into the ball.
Yep. Well, here we go. Carter.
Not that I know what
I'm Van Hooijdonk on the top side of your screen, joined by Teal.
Van Hooijdonk, that's a good Dutch name.
With, I think, Scott Henry in the bottom side of your screen.
Blitz coming.
Berthium puts this one up again, looking for Teal, but just a little underthrown here. Yeah. And the defense will come back out, a fresh set of downs here for Brantford.
Yeah, really good, pressure coming. They weren't going to sit back and wait. The Mustangs had the guy open, but good pressure by Brantford on that time, not sitting back and letting the play develop in front of them.
Well,
was that third down?
It was, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the turnover. So
I should pay attention more.
It's all good, Ron. It's all good. Game 4 for you today.
Game 4. When we get silly like this, there's a reason.
No excuses, but game 4. Right?
I've been here since noon.
Fair. Well, 4 men going in motion here for Brantford as they empty out, and Dowling puts this one in the air. He was looking for number 7 here, Ron, in Quinton Van Thule.
I think he should have been looking for number 12 because number 12 has. When they motioned the guy out of the backfield here, I literally said, watch the switch. And that's exactly what happened. They ran a switch route where the receivers change spots in the route concept. So the outside guy comes in, the inside guy comes out, and they run that kind of switch route. And it's hard because you want to go over with your guy. But what happens more times than not is the inside guy gets naturally nudged. It's like a natural pick without contact being made.
Yeah, so J.J. Wright is number 12, who's been spending a bit of time in the backfield, staying there again. And nice connection here from Dowling to Derkosh. That's going to be a first down, Brantford. Good job.
That's a good, again, just throw it to where they're not, 4 guys in the route. And you're playing a high safety there. And, that fog is really coming in thick here.
Oh, she's rolling in.
Oh.
We need a name for that. It's usually the Howls of Dorchester when we're down at Citywide, but this would be the fog of the Forest City. No, we'll come up with a better name. So Well, want to thank everybody joining us here on the stream tonight. Adam Melrose and the coach Ron Forwarda on the call as we see Brantford go back in this 4-by-1 look with J.J. Wright and Dowling in the backfield here, Ron. Bunch of guys in motion. Dowling
There
looking
you
for
go.
number 1. Nice connection, and that's going to be a reception from Max Cortina of the Brantford Bisons.
Nice post pattern coming through there. And again, you're so concerned when you start going 4-by-1, you got to pretty much declare. You got to take that safety out of the box, and you got to go man across. So you identify which guy is giving up too much cushion. So you run the post underneath it, and you take the 15, 20-yard reception, which is exactly what Brantford did. Nice play design on that.
Yep. JJ Wright back to the 3-by-2 here for Brantford. Dowling having to look across the middle. Lets this one go and almost pulled in, but nice coverage here from the Junior Mustangs. DB deep in the foggy end here.
21 or 24?
24. That's going to be Cole Fisher.
Fisher on good coverage there. But again, it's just that post underneath it. You just get to the depth and cut underneath it and make yourself available to the quarterback.
So Odia Novia checking out here on the D-line. Going back to this 30 front with Liam Santos Swambag at the nose here. Shammy on the one edge, and Tayshawn Duncan back, who missed last week's game for after prom, because that's an excuse. And pressure going to be coming here, Ron.
Well, they've been getting home with these three on a regular basis. If they bring pressure, it's going to be tough to get there.
So connects to J.J. Wright and number 23, Chase Carter, in the mix right away to shut that effort down. 3rd down.
Good coverage that time. And again, just when you get those three guys coming, you just, and you're dropping 9, there's just not a lot of windows for you to throw the ball. You take the check down, you get as many as you can, and you line up and do it again.
Well, did we see the field goal unit coming out here?
Well, you got to get points on the board.
Yeah. So Noah Carter coming in, who will be in the end zone for the field goal. And
that's a thick kicker.
It's our kicker.
Number 45?
Is it? As soon as he turns, I'll tell you.
Ends with a 5.
Is wide?
It's good.
No, it's Bueno. Okay.
He's Bueno. Number 45 was the kicker.
45 listed as a D lineman as well is Ryan Harrison. That's
a pretty thick kicker out there. Holy cow. You don't see many 230, 240-pound kickers.
I like it. He's got the boot. So 5:21 here. We got a 21-3 matchup here. It'd be interesting if you are watching right now, and maybe you're in Hamilton watching that game live. If you've got a score update for us, please definitely drop that in the comments, because we would love to know some out of town scores if possible.
Does Niagara stream?
I don't think so.
Well, the game's in Niagara.
Okay, good question. Or good point. I don't know. I don't think so. I know Essex streams. Cambridge does recaps.
Don't think Hamilton does.
No. And the music's still going. Okay, here we go. 3-by-1 as we get a man coming.
We literally don't get the music for half the
Josh
game.
Sigurdsson on a bit of a tear. Picks up a first down here for the London Junior Mustangs, Ron. And he'll get the ball up to the 47-yard line.
So I just went on the OSFL website, and nothing is posted as of this moment.
Okay. They're probably playing right now.
Yeah, literally right now. So if anyone's got information, throw it in the chat. We'd love to know what's going on out of town.
4:45, counting down on the clock right here in the second quarter from Western University. Your London Junior Mustangs with a fresh set of downs and a 3-by-1, 2 men in the backfield look here, Ron. And your man Sigurdsson as this gets whistled down.
The Mustangs had a really good first quarter. I'd like to see them come away with some type of points in the second quarter here. This is what happens with this London team sometimes. They kind of tend to rest on the laurels, and they really can't afford to do that with some of the games that they've got coming up, especially starting next week. That cardiac Niagara team is to the last second going to play you.
What's interesting is it was a bit of a wholesale change at receiver here in the second quarter for London, but
Yeah.
a few of the starters back in at the moment as we see a nice connection here to Jackson Teal, who should pick up about 3 yards on the carry.
Yeah, just nice job getting off the block, not creating a hold by the London receiver here. You can see him getting there. And again, getting off of it, putting his hands up. I don't got him. Allow the guy to make the tackle. But you got 4-yard gain out of that play. And second down, and we're going to call it 6 here.
He showed the I didn't do it hands.
Yeah, which usually means that you did it, just for the record.
2x2 King. Siggy in the backfield. Berthium's got it. It's going to give it to the Jetman, C.J. Reed, who's going to cut up field. Nice blocking ahead of him. Down the sidelines, going to go out of bounds here, just in the high 30s here, Ron.
Yeah, that's a really that's a nice jet sweep there, and again, the jet sweep is literally when I first learned about it. It was
literally your favorite play.
Well, I've run it once or twice in my life. It's how they described it to me when I first learned about it. It's a race to the hash marks.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to get to the hashes and you want to get upfield at that point. Which is exactly what they did. It's in the Canadian game. It's almost a race to the numbers.
Well, Berthium sending a whole bunch of men in motion. He's just going to keep this one up the middle. He's in trouble. Gets rid of it. Might have maybe made it to Carter, but that'll go incomplete. Second down.
It's with the fog that's rolling in now. It's going to be hard to complete some of these passes because I'm having a hard time picking the ball up, leaving the quarterback's hands and stuff now.
Yeah,
like it's getting interesting.
Well,
it's amazing what the Thames River tosses up.
It rained hard here for a hot minute, so
Yeah.
that's just that's all that just burning off right now. As we send a couple guys back in motion, Berthium has a man in the flats here, Ron. And we'll pick up a first down.
That's just a simple hook pattern. And again, just sit down route. Does a good job pressing it. Attack a route with the top with speed. And then if you can throttle down quickly and turn around, watch the separation that automatically creates. It's like 5 yards of separation without really doing a thing. You're automatically just bouncing back.
Yeah. Van Hooijdonk on that reception. As we see a similar look here from London. Siggy in the backfield still. Just over 2:30 on the clock. Berthium gets rid of it. Nice reception right on the sideline. And
the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it'll bring up about a 2nd and 5.
No, but a second and
4.
3.
Well, yeah, you get the better angle.
2nd and 3 there for the Mustangs. It was 7 yards. Again, it's just that speed out. It drives coaches nuts because they know it's coming and there's not a darn thing you can do about it and stop it. Which is why I ran it 100 times in a row.
Unless as a half you can get hands on him and slow it down, but even that's difficult.
Well,
at the best of times.
if you're running post behind it, you can't get the hands on.
Fair.
Berthium, there it is again.
Looking to the same spot. Rolls out to his right side. Gets rid of it. Does he pull that in on the ground? No, they're calling that incomplete.
So there was the exact concept I was talking about. So you've got the post coming in behind it, and then you've got the out. And Brantford does a good job of separating their defenders and tracking the correct man with it, which is where you had to go. He wanted to throw the post. Unfortunately, Brantford did a good job covering it, and I think I would have turned the corner and tried to run it on that one.
I just had a missed call here while the broadcast was going from Gabriel Andre, a.k.a. Frenchie.
Oh.
Sorry, French, can't answer right now, but jump in the comments if it's something you're allowed to publicly say. Here we go, 2x2. Little bobbled snap comes off the deck. Berthium picks it up. And I think that was it C.J. Reed? No, it was Jackson Teal laying out for it, but just incomplete there, Ron. So there's a flag.
There's a flag
on Brantford.
Brantford went offside, which is why you took the shot.
Gotcha. So first down then.
So first down for London. First and goal at about, is it the 9? Trying to see exactly where they're going to spot the ball.
Yeah,
here.
we got an injury timeout as well, too.
Okay. So it looks like it's going to be first and goal from the 10 there. 21-3, Mustangs lead and driving.
And Mustangs with a variety of subs in early in this game already.
Yeah.
18 points ahead at the moment. Yeah, certainly knocking on the door here, Ron, with plenty of time to put another one in the bag before halftime. As the fog seems to be dissipating a little bit in the southern end zone, but it's just traveling to the north right now. You just need all the kids to run in a straight line from one end to the other, side by side.
Then the fog will literally just do this up and down the field then.
No, everybody over here, link your elbows, and everybody's going to run together to just create that draft.
Yeah,
never happened.
Nope.
No.
And all the fans like looking to the north end zone and just blow.
Yeah. Number 51 here for Brantford, coming off under his own power, is Jamal Bakare. Getting looked after. And no, I'm sorry. It was a different guy. 51 was helping him up. Too late. Didn't get the number.
Yeah, it's hard for us to pick up the numbers. And again,
oh, no, it was. I'm sorry. It was just a different guy who came in to help him, but he's good. He's going off on his own.
Well, see, it's what happens when you have your eyes are 20 years younger than mine.
There you go, Ron. So, Johnny B. Sigurdsson in the backfield.
First and goal.
And let's give this one to Siggy. Siggy's got the edge on the right side, makes the first couple guys miss, keeps his feet moving. Touchdown, Junior Mustangs.
And Siggy plays guitar.
If we wouldn't get a copyright strike, I'd play the song, Ron.
I know. You know, just a really good job of just getting to the outside. And then that's what I was talking about, Josh. When he gets north-south, he's much more of a load, and he does a really good job going downhill. And again, that was kind of an important score. For the let's the second quarter was kind of flat for the Junior Mustangs, and it's good to come away with some points. You're gonna have to capitalize on scoring opportunities from here on going forward in these games.
Well, playing time strategy as well too, right? So if you look at it in one way as well too, is if you want to use this game as an opportunity to get quality reps for a lot of your players, going up 35 real quick with your starters in the first quarter puts us in run time. And, I'd rather slow play the scoring and allow everybody on that sideline to get a chance to get on the field and get some quality reps if and when possible.
But you want to be able to string together drives, and you want to be able to, and again, my thinking is you want to get, a drive after a drive, and you want to come away with points. It doesn't always have to be a touchdown. Sometimes it's a safety. Sometimes it's a field goal. Sometimes it's a rouge. But you want to, like our friend Coach Schneider said, you want to collect points.
Correct.
You want to collect as many points as you can early, so it really limits your opponent to what they can do and what they're able to do in the games going forward.
Well, Garces and his kickoff crew ready to rock and roll here. Bury this one deep right again. Looks like J.J. Wright back to return this at the 10. He's going to pick up a couple of yards here and get brought down around the 16-yard line.
This is why you go straight ahead. Never come back. Try to run the 200. This is a good kick. Look at where he catches this, okay? He's right on the numbers, and you're trying to cut all the way across the field there where you've got, 9 defenders. It usually doesn't work out well. You're better off just to go forward and get your 7 or 8 yards, which is exactly what you got, and line up and do it again. And maybe you can make a guy miss like we saw in the first game today, Adam.
Yeah, sorry, I was just watching somebody launch the ball off the field, and it hit one of the managers on the sideline. As I was about to say, nice to see Charles Landry, a.k.a. Barney, in the mix on that tackle on that kickoff return, as we see Brantford going back to work here. Dowling looking to air this one out again, and it's going to be picked off by number 4. That's DeLon McPherson, and the Junior Mustangs offense going back to work deep.
And again, that's not a guy that we've called a number of times a lot this year. So again, we talked about those quality reps that these guys are getting and capitalizing on opportunities when you have them. That's a good job of a quality rep and capitalizing on an opportunity. He kind of got beat on the route, and then a little bit of underthrow and then played it well where he got in front of the receiver and pick for the
He's got a couple this year already now, DeLon, and even in the championship last year in Kingston, came through clutch on one late in the game too. So a bit of an assassin out on the field, DeLon is. A real quiet kid too. Like you wouldn't get 2 words out of him.
Yeah.
And
I like guys like that though.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Very coachable, doesn't talk a whole lot. I'll take a whole team of them.
Yep.
Here we go. Couple guys in motion. Some pressure coming from Brantford. Berthium gets rid of this one, and it looks like he was looking for Jackson Teal, but just nothing doing. No, that's Van Hooijdonk. Little underthrown.
I think you would. Yeah, Van Hooijdonk ran a straight go, and he just tried to hit the outside edge there and keep going there. Great coverage there. I think there is some pressure coming from Brantford on there where he couldn't quite step all the way up into the throw. But, those are unnecessary shots at this time. Take the check downs, move the sticks, keep the sticks going, build the positive momentum. Still
Plenty of positive body language from this Brantford Bisons team too. Like nobody's ready to give up here as our man, big number 5, starts putting the work in here in Cohen Snellgrove, who keeps his feet moving, Ron. Now, does the ball come out right at the end? Is this what everybody's diving on?
The ball's at the 12-yard line. So Snelly had the ball, and he does a good job here, but he gets kind of carried at this point. Like the Brantford player is carrying him forward.
What a great shot.
But the ball's already out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Oh, okay.
I'll take the effort. Here, Ron. So London going to work here from about the 14-yard line. Snellgrove in the, I think.
Oh, you got a different runner in there now, number 20. Yeah, it's number 20.
As Berthium's going to find his man, I believe, in Christensen. No, that's going to be Henry Scott.
So all you're trying to do on that is it's a step off screen. You want to make a block or two on the defenders, but a good job Brantford does getting off that block and coming downhill, and nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Gain a 1 on the play.
Snellgrove got a play off on that last one, just checked back into the game. So I expect let's hand this to Snellgrove and let him finish what he started.
22 look here.
Oh, as we see Berthium have a look to the boundary, and he's got his man in number 81 in Jackson Teal. That's we saw that connection in the preseason. We've seen that a few other times. He likes hitting Teal. Good rhythm, good timing between the two of them.
Yeah, and again, it's that speed out, and it's a 7-yard route. And it's just turn around and catch the ball.
Yeah,
it's so hard. Like the defender has no chance on that unless you're gonna planning on undercutting that route. And if you're doing that, someone's running a wheel behind you.
Yep, 31 Queen here from London. Snellgrove in the backfield, trying to get him to jump. Reset.
Brantford showing pressure.
Oh, it's coming, big time up the middle, and I think we're gonna get a
time count.
I don't know if you noticed it, but Jojo Tempe is on the sidelines. He's been helping out Coach from time to time here, and is one of the DB coaches today on the sidelines. Ron?
Nice. I haven't seen Jojo since last year's Beefeaters.
He's going to be playing in Guelph with Andre.
Really?
Yep.
Good for him.
Yep. So
it's a lot of those players off that team moved on.
Absolutely. So yeah, it was. I started seeing him in practice again here in London, and went and had a chat with him. I said, "What are you doing? Are you playing Beefs?" He goes, "No." He's real proud. He's going to Guelph, and he's going to play a little bit of OUA ball.
Good for him. Field goal is good.
Field goal's good.
31-3. 32 seconds left to go in the half. Mustangs extend the lead.
Well, 32 seconds here, Ron, so we'll probably get a kickoff and a couple of plays from Brantford. Unless this kickoff drains 32 seconds, which is doubtful. But we'll take the halftime to see if we can turn the big fans on and blow all the fog out of here. It looks like a nightclub at the end of the night when they turn the lights on right now. It's just like, oh look at all the fog.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ron. Looks like a disco when they turn all the lights on at the end of the night, right?
It was a nightclub for me too.
There you go.
I'm not Club 54 age or Studio 54.
I was gonna correct you, but I wanted to see how long. Here we go.
Took what, like 15 seconds? Oh no, that was Studio 54.
Listen, I grew up in a family of disco owners. Okay, so it's all good. 2x2 King look here for Brantford. Snap's good to Dowling. He's going to give it to J.J. Wright. J.J. Wright looking for a hole up the middle, but the D line closing that down. Linebackers feeling real nice as well, too. Going to pick up a couple of yards on this, Ron, so it should be about a 2nd and 7, I think.
You know, I like the fact that Brantford's still trying to even when you're down like this, you have to run your offense. You have to show some offense. Yeah. You have to show some run and some pass. I like the quarterback trying to follow through with the fake on that. Maybe pull that ball and get going at some point. Yeah. You know?
Well, you got to think about the parent/club meeting that went down when they decided, hey, let's move up to AAA.
I don't think it was an option.
Oh, okay, maybe they just did, but I'm assuming it's like you're going to have a preseason with everybody. Listen, we're not going to sugarcoat this. This is going to be tough. It's going to take a couple years to build it out, but we could build something pretty fantastic here, and let's challenge these kids to another level instead of just running the table at AA again. Full respect. But they're, and I'm assuming there's probably some kids that moved on to different teams because they didn't want to play at that level. They got some players to come from Woodstock to come play here because they wanted to play at that higher level. So it's, an interesting story and certainly hats off to the Brantford guys for keeping their heads high and playing a heck of a first half here against a very tough opponent. It's 31-3 right now. And we saw a lot of change-ups in substitutions for London. But a pretty, solid first half of ball here, Ron. So quick thoughts before we take a quick 12-minute break.
Special teams has been outstanding again for London. Brantford has played some solid defense. I think there's some things to hang your hat on there. But this is a David and Goliath kind of matchup, and we kind of anticipated that today.
Absolutely. So we'll be back here shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks again for tuning in here on London Football TV. It's your U18 AAA London Junior Mustangs taking on the visiting Brantford Bisons, and we'll be back after the halftime break. Welcome back to London Football TV in the second half of this U18 AAA matchup between your London Junior Mustangs U18 AAA squad and the visiting Brantford Bisons on a very foggy Saturday night here, Ron, as we're going to boot this one deep. And I believe this is Carter, yes it is, on the return, who's got himself some great blocking and is going to be gone, barring a flag. No, we're all flags. Good. Touchdown, Junior Mustangs. What a way to start the second half here, Ron.
We saw that in the U16 game earlier today. Look, don't dance.
Yeah.
Hit your seam, get north-south, attack it with speed, and look at what happens. Great blocking at the point of attack by the Mustangs. Brantford a little bit of overcommit on that, and off to the races, and we are almost in runtime.
This is all strategy at this time, Ron. This is the Western University Theater Department are down in that gully with a big fog machine.
Yeah,
and they're just sending it right now. But holy,
standing up in this window does not help at all.
Luckily, the great shot being caught by cameraman Lawson right now is probably where we want to keep our attention here, Ron.
Of the three of them, Lawson is by far the better.
There you go. Ron's. Only a Sith deals in absolutes, Ron, and you're painting quite the picture right now.
Well, with Father's Day coming up tomorrow, no, Luke, I am your father. And he doesn't say, no, Luke, I'm your father. He says, no, pause, I am your father. Then says Luke.
So, 37-3.
And we are not in runtime.
So we will not be runtime, because that's only a differential of 34 points. So we would have been runtime. Was it all strategy, Ron?
No, I think it was a bad snap. I don't think you strategize against stuff like that.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it was a little bit of a low snap. Brantford really got in there quick, though. I will say that.
Well, a little foggy end zone over there for London trying to put the work in. So Garces will come back out again and bury this one. We've had J.J. Wright back to return this. We had number 4 earlier as well, who I think is back there right now.
Yeah, Andrew
Fiquette, yeah.
There. Yep.
So I think you got J.J. Wright to the top side of your screen.
Yeah, Fiquette's on this side of the...
On the bottom side of your screen, yeah.
Closest to us. So at the bottom of your screen there.
And there's big dog number 21, Julian Garces, who in years past on this same U18 squad has led the tackling stats on the special teams squad, because this man is lightning in a bottle, and he'll get down the field just as fast as the rest of them. This one's going to go to Fiquette. Fiquette's coming up the numbers and gets brought down.
Did you just know is that Siggy?
No, it's 32. So that's going to be Blake Builder.
Wow, that's look at him just storm through there and shoot the tackle. Go nice and low, wrap up the legs, nowhere to go, and really limits the return. So Brantford's going to have the ball at the 28-yard line. First down for the Bisons.
Yep, and it's, as we mentioned before, not going to be runtime just yet. And
but it has been blown in.
Okay, it has been blown in.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are up in the press box here at Western University, and relying on the wonderful shots from cameraman Lawson on the preview screen right now, because the windows are like if you're driving in a car and don't know how to use the defroster. Here we go. 2x3 as we give this to the big back, who's going to get swallowed up in the backfield by, I think, Builder again, and 59 getting in the mix there as well. And that is Dwayne, who is one of our fantastic D linemen who we see seldom, but when he gets here, man, does he put the work in. So really great D lineman as well, too. And it looks like
great penetration, good overall push by the defensive line by the Mustangs.
Alex Arno's in the mix right now, and I think it's Colson Gray at the top side of your screen playing rush end.
I'm going to say sure.
Yes, just from the body, I know.
Okay.
Here we go, 3x2 again. Dowling having a look to the boundary side, gets rid of this one and is picked off, and we're going to make a house call here. Big number 20 in Stefan Avancevic. Touchdown, Junior Mustangs. There's your runtime, Ron.
Well, this is what we talk about. If you can undercut that route, you know something's coming behind it. But if you have great coverage, and you've seen that out so many times tonight, you knew it was coming, jumps that route, gets underneath it, and unfortunately for Brantford, a pick six. So that's not what they were looking for, but with 10:26 left to go, and we don't have a score from out of town, but it sure sounds and appears to be like Hamilton is beating Niagara. So next week is potentially a Mustangs win. They're the 1 seed. Mustangs lose. They could be the 4 seed.
Well,
extra point is good. 44-3. 10:26 left for the Mustangs.
Well, what's interesting is, we were trying to get a hold of a Hamilton score, which, again, if you're watching right now and have any idea, or you're at the Niagara-Hamilton game, we would love to know what the score of that game is. They're posting a ton of content, but the camera can make something look very different than how things are actually going, right?
That is true. So we don't want to make an assumption, but the assumption we're making is it sure sounds like Hamilton is, mind you, if it's Hamilton posting it, they're obviously going to post stuff that they're doing.
Of course, yeah.
And not that Niagara is doing well. So
yeah.
Niagara seems to be the cardiac kids of this league this year.
Well, and you know what I need to do is we should get together and watch some of the huddle film. But the quarterback for Niagara is the most mobile quarterback we are going to face all season long. And this kid is, if it's not there, he's just going to run it, and he's slippery. So I think it's going to be an interesting matchup for the defense to really play their rules. And as long as nobody tries to be a hero, we can get the work done. But this guy he's been running all over everybody.
Yeah, but if you're rushing 3 and you spy, and you can run a deuce spy on it, you can scramble around all you want. If the coverage is there, then the coverage is there.
Well, this kick goes back. It's going to be returned by number 1.
He fell down.
Who
That's
fell down in the end zone. So that will mean more points on the board.
No.
Is that a rouge?
It's a rouge. It's a rouge. I think I'm kind of trying to eavesdrop into another room. I think it should be a safety because I think he brought it into the end zone himself.
Yeah. Well,
we're just going to see this again here. He catches it and takes it into the end zone himself. The momentum of the ball takes him in. But he does go in. The ball is caught in the field of play and carried over the end line. So they're only calling it a rouge.
Okay. It's a 45-3.
But again, with the rouge, taking the ball out to the 35-yard line now.
Well, a couple men in motion here, so we're going to give this to the running back, Ron, but he's going to be swallowed up in the backfield, and this is going to be...
I saw 77 around him. 92 is around it as well.
I think one of the linebackers made the tackle here. Yeah, got right through number 36, and that's going to be Ryan Ball with the tackle. 2nd and 11.
Again, the Mustangs have done a really good job of they've really dominated the offensive line for Brantford. You've consistently only rushed 3.
Yeah.
And you're getting home. And like I said earlier, to nauseum, if you can drop 9 into coverage, that's a long day. If you think back to that Super Bowl a couple of years ago between the Eagles and the Chiefs, Eagles rushed 4 all game, and nice pass completion down to the 50-yard line.
I just realized this too. It's Simmons at the helm for Brantford right now.
I kind of thought that there
number
might be
8.
a different quarterback in there the second half.
Yeah, nice little connection, fresh set of downs here for Brantford. Interesting there, a tight 3 in the boundary as well for them.
Yeah, they've done that a couple times, and usually when you do that, it's some type of step off or some type of, it's that bunch where that there's going to be 2 or 3 guys running some type of switch route or something like that. But they did that earlier in the U16 game, but Oakville did that in the U16 game.
Yeah, back to 2x3. Simmons trying to find number 34 here on in Chris Catellis, but incomplete.
Yeah, incomplete pass there for Brantford. A little bit high. Hearing some footsteps, and a little bit high on that as we have under 7 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Mustangs lead 45-3. London, of course, we've talked about it, will be on the road next week in Niagara to finish the regular season, and then the fun begins in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And I imagine we'll be here for a couple games, Adam.
Absolutely, yeah. If there's home games during the playoffs, we'll be covering, if not all of it, some of the games for sure. As a nice little connection here to number 1 from Simmons, who evades a few junior Mustangs. Nice job. Gets out of bounds. That's going to be Max Cortina on the reception. And a nice little pass from Simmons in under pressure, too.
I like the move that he made. The first guy missed and realized we talked about don't cut all the way back into the middle where everyone else is. Sticks his foot in the ground, and I'm just going to go this way as quick as I can. And good job by the Brantford player, and does a good job of getting the first down, moving the sticks. Ball's at the 46-yard line of London.
Yeah, and a couple of new numbers in here for Brantford at receiver as well.
3 to the boundary, 2 to the field.
Yeah. Snap's good to Simmons. Going to give it to the back in number 34, who gets off the first tackle and is brought down after picking up a couple of yards here.
That's a tough run by 34 there.
Yeah, Chris Catellus, the running back spot, 2007.
He's hit in the backfield. He's hit at the 51-yard line, bounces off of that, keeps his feet going, and takes it all the way back out to the 46-yard line. So only a gain of a couple, but could have been thrown down for a loss of about 7 or 8 there.
No kidding. Well, getting closer to the 5-minute mark of the third quarter here live from Western University. And same look here from Brantford as we sent a couple of guys in motion. Simmons having a look across the middle. Gets rid of this one. And, man, 54 was looking to get his hands on that one. Austin Pollock. But it'll be going complete here, Ron, and should bring up a second down.
There's a difference with that kind of stuff. It's like never throw late across the middle, number 1. Number 2, don't baby it across the middle. Throw the ball. Don't try to, we're just going to loop it in there. Don't do that because bad things are going to happen. Third down here, and I think Brantford's got the punt unit coming out here.
Yep. And back to return it, I believe, is Van Hooijdonk.
You got 2 back there.
Carter?
I'm not sure who the other one is. 6 is 1, I think.
Punts away. And we've got Snellgrove, who was looking for... So we're just... the peanut gallery here is great. Snellgrove gets tackled out of bounds here, but gets a fresh set of downs. A flag flies, and we've got a fight or something going on the far end.
Well, you've got a little bit of frustration by a couple players there for Brantford and London. Somebody rode somebody else out of bounds, and you got a London player injured on the sidelines.
Yeah, with a helmet off.
Yeah,
quickly.
That's not good. I don't want to call out players, but son, you can't do that for the Brantford team. I understand what the score is, and I know what the season is, but you cannot lose your cool and composure and drive somebody out of bounds.
Can we see? I'm just curious if it gets any of it on the replay, because I know the tackle was way late, but it was sort of happening already. So I don't know if it gets wide enough to see what happened or who it is.
It's right here.
You're right. So I think it's 16. Which is Henry Scott.
Yeah, and it was 52 that drove him out. It's this block right in here, and this is continued all the way.
Oh, it's not then. Yeah.
And it's continued all the way beyond the sidelines and down. So, multiple penalties against Brantford is what is being called. Unnecessary roughness against Brantford. No yards against Brantford. It'll be a total of 20 yards in penalties.
Rainman.
On the ball here. And it's good to see that the London player is up, and it's actually 86.
Yeah, I think we had the number wrong. So
85.
So Benjamin Ferguson.
Okay. He did walk up under his own power, which is really, really good to see. There's a couple really, really heated London players on the sideline that want to get back out there. And the last thing you want to do
Send those kids
is send those kids out, because bad things are going to happen, and you do not want that. This is a 25-yard penalty.
Yeah, I think I just heard Chris Lyons say, the PA announcer, that there was an ejection.
Yeah, well, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Because not only was it piling on, not only did he drive him out of bounds, he gave him a shot at the end of it as well, which is why I think number 52, his regular season is over.
Yeah.
Because at this point, if you're ejected, you're out.
The rest of this game, the next game, so you're Dunsky. Well, and we've got, hey, coaches telling coaches to settle down. So Junior Mustangs going back to work at the 35. And we've still got some conversations going on here.
We got 19 in at quarterback now.
That's Kingston Spilo.
Yeah. 19's in at quarterback for London.
Who's just letting everybody know what the play is right now.
Why don't you get them in the huddle and tell them what the play is?
Yeah, right.
That's what those are designed for.
Yeah, who knew?
It's a meeting of the minds.
Yeah, okay.
Brantford showing a lot of pressure here.
Yeah. House coming. Spilo hands it off to the back, gets taken down in the backfield here. So new running back in with Kingston Spilo as well. And I want to say it's 27.
Yeah, it was 27 with the ball carrier.
All right, so 27 is going to be Caden Keeve, Oak Ridge player, I believe.
Yeah, you got 46 coming in the game for him now.
So 46 checking into the game will be Jack Gonyu.
Yeah, 46 is lining up at the running back position now.
Gotcha. So
32 Queen.
Kareem Shami, Hassan Shami's little bro, at one of the slots to the top of your screen. Third guy in.
Yep.
Snaps good to Spilo. Spilo having a look over to the flats. He's got his man. Nice little connection. Going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's got the first down and keeps his feet moving. That's going to be 82. That's Kareem Shami.
There you go.
Oh, look at that. Let's say somebody else's name and see if they throw it to him next, Ron. So Isaac Clavette hasn't got a target in a minute, so let's see what happens there.
Simple little route. It's just that little quick out. It's almost like a glorified under without that slice.
Yeah.
And you're just getting to the edge there. And that's the end of the third quarter, Adam.
Yep.
As we are 45-3, as the clock continues to run, as we're flipping the ends here.
Yep. Scoring summary from the third quarter: Noah Carter with a huge touchdown, pick six from Ivancevic, and that Rouge to make it 45-3. Still in run time here, and the clock is already rolling down as we get reset in the other end here, Ron. So expect a really quick fourth quarter here. Hopefully the boys can keep their emotions in check. Things got a little chippy in Essex last week, per usual, but even a little more than usual, to be fair.
Yeah.
But hopefully the Brantford boys can just, and the London boys can keep their composure.
You know, and if I'm Brantford, I get it. Like you're 0-5 going into this game. You're down 45-3. You're coming off 2 championships at the AA level. It's a step up in competition, but you know, it's hard when you have a tradition of winning. Yeah. And unfortunately, you don't get those opportunities to win the games because the competition has changed drastically. You know, you get some hurt feelings. This is a nice little inside run.
Yeah,
here.
Caden Keeve, really nice job here. Great blocking per usual from the rest of the game. Good tackle here from the Brantford boys. A couple of them in on it, but Caden Keeve picking up a nice pickup here. And
gain of 7, so we're looking at 2nd and 3 here.
Yeah. And timeout. Something's whistled down.
Injury.
Oh, okay.
So 58 for Brantford is just taking a knee. I think he's fine. I don't know if it's equipment or if it's a hand. He went down to one knee on his own accord, so I don't think it's a major injury by any means of the imagination.
Well, and you got offensive coordinator Luke Wilson out on the field right now, having a chat with the boys. This is a wholesale offense change right now.
Yeah.
For sure. So, just get the boys right, let them know what's going on. And
this is look at, why do you carry 3 quarterbacks? Why do you carry 4 or 5 running backs on rosters like this? People say, oh, it's unbelievable. You don't need that. Yeah, but these are the situations that you need. You never know when you're going to need a depth player to make a play.
Heck yeah.
And these are why they get those 3 or 4 reps in practices on a random Tuesday or a random Thursday. And, it's so hard for these kids to buy in and then to get the opportunities. If London scores, it's not that they're running things up or trying to make a point on something. Is these kids worked all year for these opportunities, and you can't tell them not to play.
Correct.
You got to tell them to give your best foot forward. And same as Brantford, hey, look, you guys are running the ball here.
Spilo pulls this one real nice.
You know what? But that's the right read.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. I don't think he's trying to rub things in here. Watch the DN crash down. Everybody crashes down.
Yeah.
The quarterback's running a read option.
Yeah.
If you see that end crash down, you have to pull it and get outside.
Absolutely. So a fresh set of downs here on the 11. So getting close to that goal territory here, Ron. And we've still got we've got Mboka, we've got Clavette, we've got Shammy at receiver. Charles Landry's in right now at H. Kingston Spilo at the helm. So, yeah, really nice to see Caden Keefe still in the backfield here, too. And most of this O-line has been subbed in as well, too. So this is great. And these are all like the 09 guys, like the young grade 11 players. So let's get some real-world reps here, Ron. A couple guys in motion. Spilo having a look across the middle, and he's brought down in the backfield. Just as important for a quarterback to take a couple of those hits every once in a while too, right? But
yeah,
George De Silva on the sack.
You don't like to take them, but
No.
he's as a quarterback, you've got to read what the defense is presenting out there, and they were showing pressure, and you better have it in your head that I've got about 2 seconds to get this ball and get rid of it. And if you don't, that's a teaching moment.
Correct.
So, teaching moment is up there for Kingston Spilo, who just got taught a lesson to get your head on a swivel, son.
Get rid of her.
They're coming again.
Yeah, good pressure from the D-line. Spilo escapes the pocket here. Oh, he's in trouble, though. Here comes, gets rid of it. And it still gets pulled in. I think, is this Clavette? 88?
I can't see the number.
Yeah, it is. It's Clavette.
Wow.
We said his name. Touchdown.
Okay, this is one of those. Is like, look, I don't think he's given up on the play. He's literally standing at the sticks and he just throws it up into Miracle and throws it up there. Guys, like, just show this one more time. This is like, keep your head in the game. As a receiver, he gets rewarded. He runs the out and then stops running.
Yeah.
No, bad. Come back to the
Ooh, I got it.
And then,
boom.
Then he literally just throws it up.
Tutty. Garces. Chip shot.
Extra point is
good.
52-3 Mustangs lead. I don't know if you reward that, necessarily that play, but it is what it is.
Yeah. It's don't give up on the play until you hear that whistle.
Yep.
And it's a good thing at least he flipped the switch back on to work mode.
Yes.
And was able. It's great life lesson here to keep the feet moving because good things can happen, right? So.
He's
he's done. Yeah, I'm out. Oh, I'm good enough. Nope, Tutty.
But again, keep your eyes back to the quarterback. My thing would have been, to be honest with you, in that situation, get upfield.
Yeah.
You're in scramble drill at that point. Who's going up and who's coming back? So again, if there's a teaching moment, you scored, but you kind of did the wrong thing on that. But
2 guys back to return this ball for Brantford. Deep right kick again from Garces.
Man, he's been kicking good.
Coming down, JJ Wright, juking it, driving the ball's loose.
I think Brantford recovered it.
Oh, we just missed the signal from the ref.
Oh. Mustangs are coming out of the ball.
Mustangs got the ball. Congratulations, Mustangs. I didn't mean to not be excited for them right here, Ron, but I missed the call from the official. Did we see who fell on it?
No.
I like that. Like JJ Wright, like real shifty on the ground, eh? Like nice runner. Unfortunately, the ball just come out.
So it looks like the offense is coming back out.
Yep.
Oh no, first down Bisons.
Okay.
I thought he was down.
I think yeah. The
And regardless, it's 52-3.
Yeah.
It's Brantford ball.
yeah. Well, it's like let the boys play.
Well, let the other boys play too. Let the defense play.
Yeah. Sorry. That's yeah.
Yeah.
I meant that positively.
Yes.
That was yeah. Well, here we go. Bunch of wholesale changes here on the defense as well for London. Makes a whole lot of sense as we give this ball back. Oh, and then
That's a nice tackle.
shoestring tackle from number 42, Devin DeShane.
Does a good job. He did identify from your linebacker position, shoot the gap, and make a play.
Yeah. So they call this kid Biceps, and I think you can see from the film why. Big old arms on him.
That's a really good play for a grade 11. Recognize again, half of coaching and half of what you want to put on film on these type of things is look. Do you recognize what's going on? Do you make the proper read? Do you execute the plays? These are what we're trying to see. It's not necessarily about the result of the play as much as it is about the recognition of the play.
So new quarterback in for Brantford as well, and number 15. This is going to be Marcus Mudge. And
pass was intended for number 80, I believe it is, or number 20.
So if it was number 20, that's going to be Liam Kerrigan. Yeah, there's no 80 on here, so it must have been 20.
It was number 20, and it falls incomplete. And again, Brantford's just trying to run that out pattern. They've done that a number of times. London's just basically dropping in the coverage at this point, as by the time this kicks, we're going to be close to the 3-minute whistle.
Well, and then in runtime, really, it still just kind of runs, right? Like there's no 3-minute rules.
Well, no, but you still have to stop it to blow it in. We see two back for the Mustangs, number 15 into the near side.
So that's Van Hooijdonk.
And I don't see who's on the other side there.
Carter's been hanging out a lot, but I think this is a different kid, actually. It might be Snellgrove. It was earlier.
Yeah, I think it might be Snelly.
So Simmons on a little short punt to Van Hooijdonk. It bounces off him, picks it up off the ground, keeps his feet moving, gets a couple of yards, and the Stangs go back to work here, Ron.
It's effort is what you're looking for. Unfortunately, I think we got a Brantford player injured on this.
If we come back to the replay, watch Snellgrove come screaming across to make this block for his boy. Yep. Boom. That's effort.
2 blocks.
I like it.
He chipped the one and he got the other one as well.
Yeah.
So you can see him coming across right here. He's going to chip the first one and then make the second block right there.
Yeah. Great effort.
Well, and again, this is the type of stuff that you want to see on film from some of your backups. It's the effort plays. A lot of these players, and the same can be said for Brantford. And I know they've got a couple guys that are going off to university after the season, and they're quality players out there. A lot of these reps at this point in the game, at this point of the season, they're not necessarily for this year as much as they are for next year. What do we got coming back? Potentially, who's our leaders going to be? What are we going to build on?
Yeah.
So these are important things that you need to understand with your team as you've got it going forward. As you try to build a program in AAA, look, Brantford has not been overly competitive in a lot of games, but you know what? They've never given up.
Yeah, totally fair.
And
even right now, still going. Like we're injury timeout as well too. It's a delaying game, but yeah, you nailed it. Like even right now, there's no. We've seen other AAA teams on that far sideline with way sloppier body language. Like these kids are still, their heads are still high. They're still in it. They know what's up. Like it's there's still effort coming from this side. And really, this game could have got a heck of a lot chippier than it's been, considering.
I think that ejection foul kind of that shut that stuff down.
Yeah.
if you don't do that. Now, if the rules were reversed and it was a London player that did it, I would expect the exact same result. So don't come at me in the comments and say you're a homer, you're a homer.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
not what's happening.
off on his under his own powers, number 39, Chase Long for the Brantford Bison.
Good to see. But again, these are reps for next year and for quality reps for these players, because all these players are going to end up playing high school for the most part.
Oh, yeah.
The kids that are on the field right now are going back to their high schools, most likely.
Yeah. I interviewed last year a whole bunch of kids for some content that we still need to release. But just asking them, why did you come to a AAA program in the summer? Why'd you come to the Mustangs? What was your motivation? And so many of the kids openly admitted to me in those interviews, like, listen, we get it. I'm going to be the third, fourth string guy on this team, but I know the coaching's going to be phenomenal, and I'm going to go back to my high school team and absolutely kill it. And we'll get back into the high school season again, and that'll be true for a lot of these kids because they had such great coaching over the summer. I always look forward to seeing that transition from these kids that come out here and they get coached by the likes of the 39 coaches that are here helping at the U18 squad as we hand this ball off. It gets stuffed pretty quickly here by the Brantford Bison D-line.
Yeah.
And 46 on the carry for London, and that's going to be Jack Gonyu.
Yeah, and then brought down by number 6 for Brantford. He was the one that shot the gap there and
Silva.
got in there. So, and again, but this is what I mean about, you want to, it's not necessarily about scoring points. It's about running plays and getting reps and just seeing some of this stuff for these kids.
Yep.
Could they march the field goal unit out there right now? Yes, but what's the point?
No, this is
it's let's get another carrier. Let's try to get a pass completed, and it's not about running
yeah.
scores up.
Can our third strings come in here and convert a 3rd and 9?
Yeah.
I like it. So we hand this one off to the back. He's going to keep his feet moving.
And that answer is no.
And that answer is no. But a nice little run here from Caden Keeve, who we saw a whole lot of promise from. 28 seconds on the clock as it continues to wind down. Then they'll probably just turn over on downs here.
Well, that was 3rd down.
No, I mean, sorry. Yeah, so we're gonna give a fresh set to Brantford unless they're just gonna.
So is Brantford electing to knee it out, or they're looks like they're coming out to run a play or two?
Cool.
So Adam, this is the 3rd one of the day here today. The first one, 28-26, the Bantams won over Oakville.
That was a heck of a game.
That was a fantastic game. As this clock has hit 0, this will be the last play of the game. Mustangs kind of caught Oakville early in that game, kind of the proverbial punch them in the mouth, and Oakville never really recovered from that with a big win on that game. And this one here, another jumped on them early, and Brantford with no real recovery on that.
Tayshawn Duncan and a bunch of D linebackers in on the tackle, and that's going to be the game here, Ron. The final 52 for your London Junior Mustangs U18 AAA squad, 3 for the visiting Brantford Bisons. These U18 crews going on the road to Niagara next week, Ron, 5-1, heading into, we don't know what the, currently.
Look, it's either London's playing for the 1 seed or Niagara's playing for a potential 1 seed.
Correct.
And let's just break it down. If Hamilton beats Niagara can, if they win next week, would finish 2nd. London would finish 4th because they're lost to Cambridge. If London goes into Niagara and wins, the matchup is going to be London hosting Cambridge and Hamilton hosting Niagara. So that's your 2 most likely scenarios. If London loses in Hamilton, they're going to drop down to 4th. Hamilton's going to be the 1, and London goes to Hamilton. So anything can happen still here with tons of football left, with 1 week left to go. The 4 teams that are in.
Oh, yeah.
You just don't know where they're going to end up being yet.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, Ron, it's been a long day of amazing football here at Alumni. So a big shout out to the Cantors on Score Graphics and Camera 2. Big shout out to Lawson Hammond on Camera 1. Big shout out to producer Stephanie, giving you all the replays and nice cuts between those great camera angles. Ron, my bestest friend in the broadcast
your
world.
Favorite for word.
There you go.
Don't suck up to me like that.
Tell you what, appreciate you again for tuning in on London Football TV. It's been a great day of football. We love bringing you this content. We'll be back for some home games during the playoffs for sure. Go back and watch some of the streams. Please hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. And for the coach and the whole LFTV crew, thank you so much. Get home safe and enjoy the rest of your night.